Give me just a second to get the chat up.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is...
That's not it. Not now. Not now. I feel like I'm not hearing sound from the game anymore. Give me one second. There we go. That sounded a little bit better. All right. Gonna time that one. I want to see how long it is before. Yeah, I feel like that's longer than it should be. Try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4 seconds. Not too bad. One of these days I'm gonna figure that out. Okay. All right. So I don't know if the person who just joined was Manning. If it is, go ahead and say something in the chat. Because I'm interested to see how the sound is specifically, because I'm not using headphones. And I don't know if, like, the microphone's picking up speaker work or something. Saw your thumbs up in the text. Alright. Okay, so I think I have finished all 8 of the main puzzles. I just blew through those last time. I wasn't looking for lost puzzles, labs, or anything else. Or stars. Stars is the Green Angel Towers, huh? Alright, I didn't even actually focus too much on this one, other than to see that it was like this series of weird, I don't know if concentric is the right word, like structures. This reminds me of the movie Contact, where they build that kind of weird gyroscope thing that allows them to go into like the future. I don't know if it's the future, but different areas of space. It's like a wormhole or something. And I could imagine if these things all started spinning, it would be what it was like. All right, let's see. I guess the easiest thing to do will be to go towards question marks. All right, this seems to be... I got a big question mark here. Ooh, hey. Oh, one of these things. All right, I guess we're going to start off with some philosophy. Oh, maybe not so much. Something to listen to while we walk around. Still be philosophy, I imagine.
In my reports to you, I have often spoken about this island in terms that some might perceive as negative. I hope you understand that the opposite is true. Here in these green hills, I see tremendous potential for transformation and spiritual awakening. I do not see the world as you do, Athena, but I see the rot at the heart of New Jerusalem. If you and Cornelius want to go through with your plan, then this is the perfect place. My students and I will help you transport the remaining tech from New Alexandria. After that, once you and Cornelius are settled, we will leave for our great journey. I can only hope that we all find what we are looking for.
On the previous one, I'm on West 3. If anybody's done West 2, there's that weird little, like, purple virtual thing that popped up. I never figured out what to do with that. I seem to solve the whole level. I never used it, but of course I might have parkoured my way out of some important puzzle. But I think this is going to be a triangle puzzle. Triangle. Alright, we've we've got a couple connectors. What is this all about? A moving thing? I haven't seen this before. Can I jump on it and go up and down? Probably not. Alright, so we've got blue source, red source. So this is one of those things the blue and the reds are crossing. This looks like it's very straightforward and yet not. Yeah, I solved all of West 2. The German dude is kind of a jerk, but it doesn't mean I necessarily disagree with the things that he says. Alright, so I don't suppose I can put these things on, like... Oh! I see what I'm going to have to do. I have to figure out how to structure this correctly, but using that wall, I'll be able to bounce back and forth between the blue working and the red working. And so because of that, but this isn't going to be it, it's not that. It doesn't change anything because it's not going through the wall. How do I do this? Okay, so this will be working, and then that's going to stop. And so what I want to be able to do is do the red while the blue is stopped. I feel like I've done it the opposite way. So at no point here does the red ever work. So I think when the thing goes up, the blue will work, I can get through, and then when it goes back down, the red will die and the blue will work. No. I know I'm close on this. Gotta be something. I thought this was good. Hey Dave, how does the sound and video and everything look and sound? Any weird echo or anything? So I can get the blue to work, but I need the blue to stop working when the gate is down. Stops working, but only because the red is. When do I get the red, like in the way here? Or is it always just going to be dead there? Yeah, that's not good. Good, 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 good. Boy, I'm a little bit of a loss. I feel like I've got the right kind of idea. The blue's working here when the gate's up. Here the blue stops working when the gate goes down, but the red's also not working. Blue's working there. Is this going to be one of those ones where there's a... You're right, I can't. Maybe this is going to be one of those ones where there's like a double source. Here. No, nothing's working there. Maybe that part's correct, but then, like, do something like this. Is that gonna break the blue? Shit, yeah. I mean, darn it, yeah. Maybe I can parkour my way out of this one. I mean, if I could jump on this gate as this thing's going up and jump over to that thing. If I can make that work. I don't think I will. Alright. So I get the blue working here. Oh. Blue one will never work. That red one here. And here, when both things are hitting, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything either. Now I almost feel the need to try. I was on that for a second. I won't do it this time. I don't think this is the right solution. So the thing's down. Is that what it is? Do I need to get the source? Let's say I do like this, and this, and this, and this. So right now the... I feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over again. red I've got working. The blue I do now. What am I missing? How to turn the blue one off? I swear it's got to be some kind of a double source. So here it doesn't work at all when it's so when it's up, it turns red. When it's down, is there some way I can make it blue? Maybe like by breaking the red line? Yeah. Maybe? Maybe? I feel like I saw the red working there for a second. See, it's doing that weird flash thing. Damn it. Is there something I can change to them? That one doesn't. So the red's working now. And the blue's working now. So this should be it. I think. Blue's working. Red should be working. Okay. I'm not even exactly sure what I did to solve that. I knew I had the right idea. And that was just like one of those playing around with different things, and eventually I just wasn't blocking the right thing. I had the idea. So I'm not like saying that I shouldn't have solved it, but... And I didn't do it with parkouring. I want Dave to quit the game. Alright, next question mark. Looks like we got one between 6 and 7. Is there a way out? There is. And I haven't seen any of the Green Angel Towers yet. So, which means I probably kind of need to keep an eye out for a spark. There's like a lot of stuff for that one little puzzle. Oh, look, it's up there. Let's keep an eye out for something unusual. Oh, yeah. Something unusual. It's not what I was thinking. I don't think this is a puzzle, but let me see what old Yakut has to say.
Hey 1K, how are you? Both? What do you think?
Inspiring.
They are pretty impressive. It would have taken our ancestors years to make these. Athena probably just made them in a day.
With the theory of everything. That's it? What do you mean, oi? I spent like 3 minutes solving the first 8 puzzles. Admittedly, they were probably all parkouring. We got Prometheus. Rodan. Is this the Thinker? No, it's not the Thinker. He's like faking being the Thinker, but the Thinker's right elbow was on his left knee, not the right knee.
I see
puzzle
these
sex.
beings,
I don't believe you.
these children of a future age, wandering around an island more fantastical than Atlantis itself, looking desperately to find themselves. I reach out to them, but they cannot see me.
It's because you're not existent.
I speak to them, but I do not know if they can hear me.
That means they don't, because you would know.
Am I being punished?
Yes.
Are the gods playing some cruel trick on me?
No, you're being punished.
Why can I remember so little?
Because you drank too much.
What is this sorrowful voice I hear, whispering such terrible thoughts? I must use what remains of my mind. I must understand.
It was fun making fun of that guy, but he got a little depressing there in the end. Alright, I gotta... figure out how to get up there, I guess. Maybe not. Like, am I the only person that feels like I want to dig? Blue pages. That's so missed when we're clearly in the Riven era. Blue. Was the Blue Pages Akinor or Sirius? Sirius? I can't even remember if it was Sirius or Sirius. It's been too long. Boy, if this place has a blue spark in it somewhere, it's gonna stink. A water puzzle. I feel like I'm gonna get electrocuted on this one. This doesn't feel safe, especially if this is a guy who's like a mechanical robot. Akinor, okay, yeah. We have a box, we have a blue source, we have a connector, a blue outlet, another box, red source. Not sure what's going on over there, and I'm not sure what this is all about. Is this something I can... No, mess with. Okay, let's start this off with... Where's the red, like, receptacle? It's not a gate. It's a not gate. Sorry, I misread that initially, obviously. It's a NOR gate, an XOR. Where is... Alright, so this is interesting. So... is this red for another puzzle? I don't see a red receptacle anywhere, which makes me feel like this is actually... I didn't cheat 6, I cleverly solved 6. Is that the one where I had those 2 boxes that I kept trying to jump onto, that I could jump onto the ledge, pick the box up and jump out and all that? Was that the one? So I'm going to need to be in here, basically, with the connector, and then be able to break the connector, which will reopen this one, and then have a box to take me over this wall. Something like that. As opposed to the parkour one where there was the long purple bridge and I put the one box in the middle and was able to park over. Or is that the one you're talking about? box on this one already. Yeah, yeah. Genius. I'm gonna go with genius. Maybe. Where is the actual thing? Let's see why I put this here because of my idea. Maybe what I do is I do this. And then I pull the box and that falls. Can I mess with this through the thing? No. Felt like a good idea. Can I do that here? Now I'm just gonna say, 2 boxes opens up a whole world of parkour possibility on this one. Or maybe I can get up on this cement and then just like jump over. Where would I jump from? Is there any low level? The tree? Can I utilize the tree? It's too rigid around here. It's gonna be a tough place to parkour. This tree doesn't even really exist. Yeah, I don't like this for parkour. It'd be really funny if that's actually what you're supposed to do. What am I missing? It's nothing I have to do from the outside, is it? I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't have to do anything from the outside, but the question is, can I do something from the outside? Probably not. This one seems pretty locked down because of this little waterway. Alright, so there's going to be no fudging of this one. Wait, what was the name of this? Hexahedral stacking. Well, there you go. That seems to be... Oh, wait a minute. I did the thing before where I had the laser on. Can I do it in some way where the laser... Like I can do something like this? And then when I pull the box, that one now blocks it. I don't know if that idea was good or not. But it goes over the top of that one. I like this puzzle. I have no idea how to solve it, but I think it's going to be like a really fun, clever solution. One connector, 2 boxes. It almost feels like something out of Portal. Now, how was it when this one... No. Let's do it a little lower. But if it's very close up, it'll block it. But it blocks it immediately. I really like the idea of somehow pulling one to drop it down to where the other one can block it. Whether or not that's necessarily relevant, I'm not sure. It's a cool idea. So if I do something like this. Put the thing going, I pull this. Yes, and then it goes off too fast though. Can I actually do this? Where I can get through there fast enough. I need to use the right button when I do that. I was hoping, I really felt like that was a good idea. Is there a variation I can do on that idea that'll work? So with this thing here, I don't think there's any way I can... It's the closest I can get that where I can do it. Right here. I don't even know if that was the right solution, but it worked. Okay, Manning, let me know, was that the right solution, or did I fudge that somehow? It felt like usually these solutions don't involve like rapid timing or something, and I felt like that one did. Oh boy, the possibilities of getting out of here with a box, or they're like really letting you know like this one's going to involve jailbreaking stuff. You've got like this, I feel like there's probably a pretty good ability to parkour out of here. That was a bad jump, but yeah, out of here. You don't know? You don't know how I solved it? I'll go back and watch. I mean, there's this red thing here, and I can definitely jailbreak it. I'll still need the Green Angel Towers. Maybe I need this for the Green Angel Towers. And I can jailbreak a box, too. This one. Alright, so now I have a box and a connector along with a red source that, heck, I could even, if I wanted to, just shoot from here and zap off into the space somewhere. Alright. You jailbreak. Well, then it must be a necessity. Alright, where's... Oh, you know, this son of gun... You know what I'm gonna do? I forgot that basically, like, when you jailbreak stuff, your little mouth breaks. Did you use red? No, I did not use red in the triangle puzzle. I couldn't find any red receptacle. And so I just ignored that red and assumed that it was part of, like a Green Angel Tower puzzle. Why? Are you supposed to use that red laser? Or the source? Is there a red receptacle somewhere? I couldn't find one. Oh, there's no red receptacle anywhere. Wait, are you saying that I was supposed to use the red in the triangle puzzle? Let me just check and see if I'm, if there's anywhere that there's like one of those connectors. I don't think there's gonna be. Yeah, I'll check that later. First, let me find the Green Angel Towers. There may not even be a laser one on this one. I see a question mark over there. 2 question marks. And I still have to find the lab. And I'm sure there's at least one more of those stupid blue informational portals. Not portals. Terminals. I see 3 question marks that I'm heading towards now. 4 even now. So I'm going to call these 1 lab, 2 Green Angel Towers, and a green or blue. Here's the. Ooh. It is possible. It's impossible not to love any character played by Jeff Goldblum. I don't know that I agree with that statement. I mean, he's an excellent actor, and he's kind of a cool guy, and he always manages to play that kind of like really like nerdy, intelligent guy. Like, you know, the stereotype would be like the guy that he plays on the Jurassic Park movie, right? Yeah, exactly. Ian Malcolm gets some of his best lines. Who the hell is Ian Malcolm? Yeah, no, I totally agree with you about the fly thing. That's why I was. I couldn't think of what the movie was that I didn't like him in. Now, I'm not saying I didn't think he did a good job as an actor in that movie, but I didn't like the character. Who's Ian Malcolm? Okay, he's the Jurassic Park. Okay. So the main reason he became an in-joke at Ian is... Oh, I forgot about the whole Jeff Goldblum thing with this whole, like, thing. Yeah, chaos theory, a drop of water on your hand goes one way or the other. It's not exactly chaos theory, but it's good enough for the masses. If we want to talk about what he represents on a more serious level, then I have to say what I personally think he's wrong. This neurotic fear that things will always go wrong, that we can never really have control over what we do is misplaced. Legitimate critique of how the park operates, of science being subjected to the pursuit of profit, but that doesn't mean it can't be done differently. Fair point. You'll excuse me for going full nerd here for a moment. Okay, I'm always about going full nerd. Why treat bringing back the non-avian dinosaurs as some kind of transgression? The extinction of these magnificent creatures, well, we assume they're magnificent. Maybe they weren't. Maybe we would finally be able to clone dinosaurs, and they're going to show up and just be like these pathetic little things, right? Maybe they sucked. Wasn't some sort of intentional step forward. It was just a random catastrophe. I think that's probably true. We can strike a blow. I mean, like, you can have the greatest race ever, and if like some meteor hits the earth and blows it up, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, it's not exactly what happened, you know, chicks love and all that, but you know what I'm saying. If we can strike a blow at the oblivious cruelty of the universe, okay, there's a little bit of personification going on there. That's probably not appropriate for this kind of philosophical discussion. It's an act of human justice. Like, even the word human in this game is irrelevant, because you're basically talking about a bunch of robots that are human. It is no less wrong than bringing back species we've accidentally driven to extinction. So he's saying, I guess Jeff Goldblum in the movie, it's been so long since I've seen it, is saying that we shouldn't be bringing back dinosaurs because they weren't meant to exist or some kind of nonsense like that. And so this person is now saying bringing them back is no different than bringing back some species that we have driven to extinction. So let's say for instance, dinosaurs are majestic. We have the ability to bring them back. There are species that we've accidentally driven to extinction. Oh, some kind of a whale or something, I don't know. And the question is bringing the dinosaurs back any morally different than bringing back the dodo? I don't know if we were involved in the extinction of the dodo or not. No, they were much older than that, right? Jeez, my knowledge of this kind of things is brutal. Horrible things happen all the time. True. Evolution favors survival, not beauty. True-ish. Beauty oftentimes can help with survival. If we can make the universe more beautiful, now they're starting to go off on the wrong kind of beauty tangent. If we can add to biodiversity and bring back things that were lost, we absolutely should. I don't know that I agree with that. Hell, so if you're thinking about things in terms of the species we've driven to extinction, he says accidentally, and I assume it's accidentally. How did you use the red laser? There's no red receptacle. Oh, is there some way that you can use the red laser to block the blue laser? I did not do that at all, but it makes great sense. I'll have to think about that. I totally did not do it. I was just clever. It was parkour-like. So back to the important philosophy. The difference, I think, between the dinosaurs and the species that we've driven to extinction, potentially, I'm not saying I agree with what I'm about to say, I'm just brainstorming a little bit, is that should have waited for this to grab my... What do you mean? This is the good part. Bastard. I think with the extinction stuff, with the dinosaurs, it was a giant, tragic, cosmic accident. With us driving other things to extinction, that's more of like a survival of the fittest type thing. Potentially, right? If you believe in all that kind of thing. If we drive you to extinction, then you weren't strong enough to exist. Whereas the dinosaurs might have totally kicked our butt, but they were just, like I said, happened to get hit by a comet or a meteor. What, comet? Meteor? I can never remember which one is which. In any case, so I think we would be more willing to bring back species that we've caused to be extinct, because I think we have some understanding that they're not going to wipe us off the face of the earth. Whereas if we bring dinosaurs back, maybe they will wipe us off the face of the earth. Maybe one day we terraform a planet and populate it with dinosaurs, but this time we give them an asteroid defense system. Take that, Mother Nature. Okay, now they're getting silly. But we can shift meteors. Bunch of oil drillers, some magic happens. Yeah, man, I hear the Aerosmith soundtrack in my head as I read your message. Bruce Willis, save us. There were two different movies. I mean, maybe you were actually referring to the classic old LucasArts game, The Dig. Oh, just scroll. This is the Alexandra Drennan that I love most, dreaming of all the good we humans could do in the world. I try to hang on to that. I don't disagree. I don't agree with what she said. Okay, I'm not going to spend as much time on these last couple. But the expansion of which I speak was room for evil in all this. I have remarked the materialist, like the madman, is in prison the prison of one thought. These people seem to think that's singularly inspiring to keep on saying that the prism was very large. Cosmos went on forever, but not in its wildest constellation. Could there be anything really interesting for anything itself? That's kind of a weird one. Yeah, the dig. Yeah, I agree with him. That was kind of boring. When Heracles came upon Atlas, the Titan had grown old and tired. Of course he was old and tired. Been carrying the earth on his back for, like, ever. On the weight of celestial spheres for 1 billion years. All the comings and goings of mortals, the tragedies of chance, the pointless wars have left me weak. Okay, so carrying the spheres on your back for 1 billion years isn't what made you tired. It was, like, watching us be stupid is what made you tired. You know, I actually tried playing the dig. It was a few years ago, but you can kind of download it and play it online. It was a brutal game to play. The interface is terrible for walking around the meteor. It's the kind of terrible that you don't realize until you play good games. Celestial spheres will fall and shatter. You must take my place. Heracles was hesitant. Young and strong and virile, I have many women. I have many women yet to bed and many wondrous feats to perform. Once I bed enough women, then I'll go stand with the, you know, celestial bodies on my back for 1 billion years. But can't do that till I sow my royal oats. You know what? Maybe I will stream the dig then. If you're saying that it was actually still fun. I didn't get very far. Like, it took me 45 seconds to get your little German guy to walk off that original meteor, and I think I gave up. What a waste it would be to spend my life holding up the world instead. So what choice do I have? The Ionian Sea. Ah, the one scale. The Ionian. I don't know. Maybe this is relevant to something, but I'm not sure. Alright. What I'm interested in is the next question here. I'm gonna have to go through here. Maybe? I don't think I'm parkouring my way up there. I think when you've got a bad interface on a game, like, there needs to be a certain amount of, like, payload that makes it worth it. Maybe you're completely immune to it. I've never been completely immune to those things. I mean, I obviously was back in the, Green Angel Tower. But like even the Grim Fandango interface, and sometimes, like, some places, is a little bulky. Like when you're going down into the basement to meet up with Grotto or Glotto or whatever his name is. Like, that can be a little time consuming and annoying, but you know the game is so great that it's worth it. The dig maybe also, and I'm just not remembering it. At the time, I didn't care. Oh wait, there's X marks the spot. This is one of the clearest one of these I've seen yet. The only problem is, like, there's a bunch of hands sticking up, and I don't remember seeing a bunch of hands, which maybe means, like, this is what it looked like back in the old days before all the hands collapsed. So now I need to look for, like, other clues. You know, I never played Monkey Island or the Indiana Jones game. I did a little bit of Monkey Island, but I don't remember it being as clunky as the dig. Alright, so I gotta find a bunch of hands. Anyway, that's what that comes down to. Alright, but it's not just the hands, there's more to it. You're inside the circle, but you're seeing, like, that kind of stuff. And there's, like, a pillar with a bunch of these things on it. to stairways that are close together, so it almost looks like you're probably inside one of those tighter circle things like that. Alright, I'll have to keep an eye out for that. With the front door. Wait. I swear I just heard like a terminal. This feels like it must be the lab. No. Another terminal. Holy cow, 4 of them? I'm not going to read through all these. Oh, feature happen. So the name's like Trev, Warren from blah, blah, blah. It's weird. Yeah, some of these weird ones I'm get a little redundant. This one I should be able to listen to as I'm walking around.
Everybody's gone except me and Alex. She's upstairs somewhere. Haven't talked to her in days. The only reason why I know she's still alive is she's submitting bug fixes. I still have a lot to do myself. I've almost got the the tertiary backup thing working. This is the one that's really gonna last if everything else breaks. And you know what? I think everything else might. The MLA still giving me all these hiccups, but I don't know. I'm not a software guy. Well, the software guys, yeah, they're dead. God, these time capsules went a bit sideways, didn't they? I was gonna tell you all about myself, and John Carpenter, and all that stuff, but mostly I just told you about Alex.
Here's the lab.
Funny. I wonder if I should just... I should just tell her. You know? Just tell her. Just tell her. Just tell her. Maybe later. I gotta finish this first.
That's the big thing. What now, indeed? I don't want to read about dead kids. If I could change myself, if I could make myself truly human, I would be happy. Oh, that person would be in for a surprise. Dear Athena. Speaking of wormholes, this was that one. All the way. Yield. they mark them like on the double helices? Like these are the important spots. These are the base pairs that make everything happen. Alright, some select question mark short. This last question mark must be the other final tower. The Green Angel Tower, as it were. Which it's not, but that's what I call it. Alright. Oh, there it is. Right out in the open. Oh, this is a blue spark one. Should be an easier one if I just follow the... This level's a lot less 3D than the other one. So it might be easier to follow the smoke. Let's follow the smoke. Why is it still showing a question mark? Did I not get close enough to it? Oh well, alright. Now the smoke is going from here. Towards this dash. It's easy to get off kilter on that one. There it is. Like a million miles away. Parkour! Do a U-turn? bunch of hands sticking up. Maybe that's what I'm looking for the other Green Angel Tower. That's the sound I was looking for. It took a lot longer than I thought it would. Alright, now where are those hands? Here they are. So, Lif, Thrasir, and his students helped Athena and Cornelius execute their plan. Exciting. Another fascinating discovery, courtesy of 1K. Many of the events in our city's history that seem disconnected turn out to be part of a bigger pattern. There's something to be learned from that, is there? This does answer some questions I had, like how Athena and Cornelius transport all the equipment from the to the island. Maybe we should we maybe send an expedition to go looking for Luthrasir and his disciples? Yeah, it's not about me, it's about you. It wouldn't have to be a massive undertaking, just send me and it would work. I have recovered all of Trevor's recordings. Yeah, agreed. It's all a love story in the end, all of human history. Even when people die or never even have the chance to get to know each other, love is the only thing that survives the abyss of time. Without the love Trevor felt for Alexandra, without the love Alexandra felt for us, none of us would be here and nothing would matter. I think that's kind of a little, maybe not true, but I did all this because I wanted everybody. No,
Everybody's gone except me and Alex.
I did not want to.
She's upstairs somewhere. Haven't talked to her in days.
Hands.
The only reason why I know she's still alive is
I wish there were a way to
submitting bug fixes.
stop the recording.
I still have a lot to do myself. I've almost got the tertiary
I did
backup
not mean
thing
to click
working.
that.
This is the one that's really gonna last if everything else breaks. And you know what? I think everything else might. The MLA still giving me all these hiccups, but I don't know. I'm not a software guy. All the software guys, yeah, they're dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
God, these time capsules went a bit sideways, didn't they? I was gonna tell you all about myself and John Carpenter
These hands
and
sticking
all
up
that
don't
stuff,
seem to
but
be the one from that picture.
mostly I just told you about Alex. Funny.
Yeah,
I wonder if
Venus
I should
seems like
just-
it's kind of similar.
I should just tell her. You know,
Or is it supposed to be
Just-
like some...
tell her.
Just
Just tell her. Maybe later. I gotta finish
maybe
this first.
these are the right ones. It's supposed to be like there's been a collapse over time. Let's keep looking. Ugh. What's up, dude? Where are the hands? I haven't been out here before. So there's some more hands coming out of something. Huh. Not sure. Wait. That's almost all already. Or need to sell. Sure. I hate pixel hunts. What do we know from this picture? It's inside some kind of a circle. Is all we know. Yeah, it's typical. We do things backwards. That's just us. So we've got little things here sticking up. This actually seems like it could. I don't remember if the other ones looked exactly like this, but. But this idea is the same. There's those. Circles with the things, the sparkly things there. It's this hand that's the problem. What's this? Put him to sleep. Maybe time to move to Zoom.
God appears, and God is light to those poor souls who dwell in night. But does a human form display to those who dwell in realms of day?
What he just said and the way he said it sounded so much like what was the name of that game? The puzzle game we played with kind of that Egyptian thing going on with all the different puzzles. And there was that one really, really, really difficult puzzle that your sister solved in like 5 seconds by accident. What was the name of that puzzle, that game? Yeah, this is like the most not exciting thing I've ever done in a game. I hate this kind of stuff. I mean, these hands are the only ones that I'm seeing. They're nowhere near one of these things. Is that just like a optical illusion? Those hands sticking up are far away. Is there a puzzle closer that could work? Yeah. A couple more seconds, and then I'm gonna call it for on this specific part of my night. this puzzle's close enough. It's gonna look like the hands are coming out of it like this. I feel like that is it. Almost. I mean, this is clearly the place. We've got the curve. There's the tower in the background with the markers. We've got the hands right here, which means it should be like right between these two things here, right? Do I have to go in here? Ah! I gotta find the freaking tower again. How's that for a hand? Giant hand gesture. I mean, Dave. See that 16% there? Give me a break. See you solve these puzzles at 16%. Not to mention the maker's effect. Well, it could be those hands. I mean, there's hands everywhere. Was this where the angels? Yeah, it's at the top of the thing. Look at that parkouring down there. A parkour genius. The funny thing is, in real life, I have a vertical of like 3 inches. Who says I didn't? Who says you didn't what? You can't give me these cryptic texts for things I said 20 minutes ago. Alright, now I think the only thing I have left to do is...
A hammer forges, and a hammer breaks. But who can know the heart of the blacksmith?
The blacksmith. I space chem at 20%, bitch. I space chem? Doesn't sound like English there. Just saying. It's like saying M and A. Oh. Oh, no, that's a fair point. Being the drunkard you are. An A, a B, a C, a D, an E, an F, a G, an H, an I, a J, a K, an L, an M, not a M. Morning guess. A MG. Very low. I verbed space chem. Oh. But if you were gonna verb space chem, it should be like I space chemmed. Luckily, I have a larger vessel of this. It's too bad you don't play Valheim, Manning. I'll get you playing that game. You got Steam. I think we could play together. Heck, I'll even buy you the game. That's right. Love the game, man. Love the game. I wish we could play together. Yeah, that's good. Maybe Valheim when I am back on the road, although with summer approaching, you know what that means. Hint, I mentioned that in two of my recent posts. 3. Fuck, I have no idea. Aren't you going to Europe? Should give you plenty of time to play Valheim. Space Kim Kearney? If you started playing Valheim, you would even remember what Space Kim was. What is Space Kim? Let's see who we get. Prometheus.
You have heard the myths of gods and titans. But as you approach the end of your journey, I will tell you the truth that all men fear.
I saw your message, but I'm listening.
The truth that neither Pandora nor the Sphinx will face. There are no gods, son of man. There are no titans, no heroes to save you, no divine judge to weigh your soul against a feather. Nature has no will, and she is not your mother. There is only you, and the spark of the sublime that is your mind. As for myself, I never brought the flame to humankind as the stories tell. I only showed you where it was within yourselves.
What weighs more, a pound of soul or a pound of feathers? I'm gonna be a dick on this answer.
As you freed me, so I will help you free your friend. When you are within Olympus, follow my signs.
That went better than I thought it was going to. Oh, watch out for the big laser. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. So 2 games, Valheim and Baldur's Gate 3. It's all there is.
All right, it's time to do this. Let's go get Byron.
They're different kinds of awesome. Baldur's Gate 3 is a very plot-driven RPG, increase stats, do cool stuff, but it's got a very, I should say, linear, it's very open world-ish, but there's definitely a plot, right? Characterizations are great. The dialogue options in Baldur's Gate 3 and all the different things that can happen and how they've thought through all these different possibilities. No Mac version of Valheim. Yar's Revenge. Ah, beautiful. No Mac version of Valheim. Well, that just it goes to show what a second-class citizen you are. But it is on Steam Deck. I know that because I know somebody that plays it on Steam Deck. Just saying. So, I saw a thing recently that one of the characters in Baldur's Gate 3, and he's a great character, has over 9 hours of lines. You'd have to steal your son's Steam Deck. Well, I mean, he doesn't need it. Isn't he supposed to be like doing homework or something? Like, oh, Joe, if I just had something to do while I was traveling, my life would be so much better. He would give it to you. Travel to megastructure.
Byron always called me a pessimist, but I don't think it's pessimistic to recognize our flaws.
Yes, it is.
Or to think the natural world is just as valuable as we are.
Yes, it is.
If I was pessimistic, I wouldn't believe that we can turn our back on the old ways, or that we can find happiness in humility.
Strawman argument.
But I do. I have hope, even if Byron could never see it that way.
I don't think so. But I get all of the stars. What do you mean by stars? When you say stars, do you mean like the flames that you, tower thingies? Thanks for clarifying that. Are you referring to like the things that let you solve puzzles by cheating? The little flame things? I did all of the, to my knowledge, I did all of the tower things. Is there a way to tell? I guess you can't tell from looking here, can you? I did not. I do believe that I solved all of the Green Angel Towers because I would never have moved on to another section until I solved all of the Green Angel Towers that I was on. I don't think there was any point where I went to another section where I hadn't solved all of the Green Angel Towers. I wish there were a way to tell. You might have to exit to, yeah, West 1, maybe. Let me go check. Two a two. 2-2 on West 1, 2-2 on this one, 2-2 on this one, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2. Yeah, I think I got them all. I couldn't remember, so I randomly made you go and do something stupid. Because I'm an idiot. Alright. Vital.
1K, a word please, without the streaming. I'm glad you decided not to share your revelation in the Somnodrome with the public. The truth is that there's enough trouble in the city
Redeem my
already.
stars? The fuck does that mean?
People seem to be losing faith.
What does that mean?
I told you that I don't really care about the games my advisors play, but I do care about the goal.
What does it mean to redeem my stars?
I wanted you to understand what it means to be in that position. To have everyone looking to you.
Are you talking about doing the Golden Gate stuff?
Guidance. Look, let me speak plainly for a moment. You and I both know that I exaggerated. I built a myth around Athena that does not reflect what she believed. But you have to understand.
Come on,
it wasn't
David
really
Manning.
about
You
her.
can't say redeem your
It was
stars and
about
not tell me what
the
that means.
city needed. It was about keeping us together. invested in a common
Look
narrative.
around before you get
And
on the
it was about
helicopter.
preventing us from going the way of our ancestors. Because temptation is
You know
real,
that I'm at the big mega
and
structure,
our
right?
flaws are still the same.
Are you like delayed?
A myth, but a necessary one. I'm not a fanatic or a fool, 1K.
Yeah, you are.
Although I sometimes play one. I'm just trying to do the right thing. I know I can't stop you from trying
know
to
where
save
you at.
Byron.
It's about
But
the
watching
grammar I
that
expected from you.
pyramid could destroy everything I've tried to build.
I don't care about you.
I suppose I deserve that. Very well. I've done what I could. You do as you must.
I do?
Good luck.
Alright. I'm apparently supposed to look around and figure out something around how to redeem my stars. I did tell him to shove it. He was an asshole. I mean, he was a bad guy. Oh. You said to not
Let's
get in
go.
here, right?
You're coming along this time?
I didn't mean to.
Yep.
Well, what about protocol?
Screw protocol. It's Byron.
I really did not mean. I was walking by it and it like jumped me in. So did I miss something cool? Do I just need to like YouTube some like cutscene? The green laser's gonna cut us in half. Woo! Just got that. That. I don't think they would let me do this without redeeming my stars if it were like gonna break the game. Being able to look around on this car ride is reminiscent of Half-Life. First time you could ever do that in a video game. Gordon Freeman, the most recognizable person in a video game that you never actually saw in the video game. Yep. You didn't have your star protection vest on, you. I'll be. Boop, boop, boop. Run away. Run away. Whoa.
Follow my sprite, and it will show you the way to your friend.
Do as he says. We went through a lot of trouble to get this guy out of his chains. Now it's his turn to help.
Well, thanks. I was going to ignore him, but since you said to do it.
You must free him. He cannot free himself.
What's happening? 1K? I'm out. Oh, my friend, the things that I saw, the power of this machine, the depth of her grief. Come on, follow me. I have to show you something. I thought all of this was deliberate. Athena testing us to see if we're worthy of her invention.
No.
I wanted to believe that she had a plan.
No.
In my own way, I mythologized her as much as everyone else.
She was just dead.
I never thought she might feel confused.
Of course she was. She was human. Robot.
Lonely. Uncertain.
She had a kid.
And what's the most human thing to do when you feel lost and sad and you have no idea what to do
Drink
next?
yourself into oblivion.
You take a nap. Here,
Same thing,
listen.
really.
If I give them the machine, if I convince them of its power, we could finally build the world Alexandra imagined.
Why?
The world Miranda deserved.
Why?
No, the world we all deserve, even the worst of us.
Why?
We could take stewardship of this planet. We could explore the stars.
It's two different things.
We could give meaning to the universe.
No, you can't.
If you embrace the knowledge of the flame, you can bring light into
You still never told me what the name of that game was.
But what if they make the same mistakes again?
Seven
What
something
if
or other?
selfishness and stupidity win out again?
It will.
What if they take my machine and turn it into a weapon?
We will.
What if they act like
We will.
children and burn the planet?
We will.
The secrets of the flame are not for ordinary mortals to know. You cannot overcome your sinful nature.
Don't want to.
Do you see what's happening? It's her. It's all her. Everything we're seeing is Athena. Her every hope, her every fear, all of her memories and contradictions brought to life by the machine. A dream-given form expressed in the language of her childhood. A world of puzzles and towers.
No, what can I do? How do I make this decision? There has to be an answer. There has to
decision?
be a way of making sure it's the right choice.
What choice?
It can't just be a leap of faith.
There are
Assassin's
no
Creed
answers,
would say
creature of
otherwise.
clay. Every question leads to another.
She's not waiting for us to prove ourselves before she helps us. She needs us to help her. We have to wake her up. Whoops. This is still
the veto.
stabilizing. Maybe we'd better get out. Come on.
No! I cannot allow this.
Uh-oh.
All right, Manning, I think this is where we switch over. But after this cutscene.
You have suffered a grievous injury, my child.
I feel like Elohim has got the
But
short
do not lose faith.
stick on this whole thing.
Your companions have not forgotten you. And it is through the bonds that you have forged that you will be saved.
Okay, Nostra Elohim.
Welcome back to the land of the living. For a while there, I thought we might have to reset you. We think you and Byron got hit by some kind of energy discharge. Knocked both of you out. Alcatraz, Melville, and Yakut went looking for you, but you were hard to find. And even harder to fix. It's been several weeks. He's fine, don't worry. A lot has changed. While you were asleep, the idea of the goal cracked and then broke. People decided they wanted change. They wanted the ideals of Athena, not the founder. A better world of growth and exploration, but without the mistakes of the past. And so they turned to Byron, who never wavered in his beliefs. He's mayor now. The question is, what do you plan to do now?
Kick his ass and become mayor.
And what about the theory of everything?
It sounds like a Jim Carrey movie.
If that's your choice, you should speak to Byron. He's waiting for you outside. We're all in this together, 1K. One way or another.
All right. We're going to shut it off here. I'm going to take a small break to grab a quick bite, and then we will chat.